Please join my alliance, links in the description below. Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about what to do with your trash loot. So you can see over here that my inventory is pretty full. It's 49 out of 50 because I just got out of an urgent quest. So urgent quest drops a ton of loot. You're going to be picking everything up and you're going to run out of inventory space very quickly. A quick note is if you're out in the field and you're killing stuff and suddenly your inventory is full but there's like a weapon that you want to pick up, you can put items into your storage very easily by shift clicking, click to the very bottom, and then just click here, deposit to storage, and you can put it into your default storage, which is account wide, or you can put it into character storage. I personally like to put all of my trash loot into character storage first, and then after sorting everything out, I'll put all the good items or the ones that I want to keep into the default storage, which is account wide. So we can see over here, deposit into character storage, boom. You see all those weapons that were in my inventory, they are now in my storage. So in order to take it out, I would just talk to any storage keeper, and then I'll go to retrieve items, go to character storage, and all my weapons are going to be here. Now, of course, if you want to see all your items, which is character storage, default storage, then you would just click on all storage and it'll show you all your items in all the storages. Okay, so in my case, I'm going to be taking all of these items out again. Let's take that out. Boom. And voila. So next step is sorting through your trash loot. What do you keep? What do you sell and what do you throw away? So my golden rule when sorting through my trash loot is I sort everything by rarity. And if it is a 13-star weapon, I immediately put it into my storage, the account-wide storage, and I keep it there. I also lock the item. You can lock the item by clicking on it and clicking this unlock and lock item. The reason I lock it is because I don't want to accidentally salvage it or sell it or throw it away because it is a 13-star weapon, which means it is quite rare. Now, if it is a 12-star weapon, I will usually feed them into each other and try to get a plus 30 12-star weapon. You can see here that my Nemesis Cougar as well as my Slave Cougar are currently plus 35. Plus 35 is the maximum you can plus a weapon, unless of course you go the extra mile to get it to plus 36. But for the majority of players, you're probably just going to stop at plus 35. And in order to upgrade your 13-star weapons, for every weapon you feed into it, it eats up a lambda grinder. So lambda grinders are quite rare to come by and you don't have an infinite stock of it. So you want to be really stingy whenever you're feeding weapons into 13-star weapons because it'll eat through your lambda grinders really fast. I made that mistake and I'm still recovering from it. So what you want to do is you want to get 12-star weapons, get them to plus 30 and feed those plus 30 weapons into your 13-star weapons or 14-star weapons, so forth and so on. That way you're not feeding as many weapons and you're saving up your lambda grinders. So that is the reason why I like to get my 12-star weapons to plus 30. Next up is 10 to 11-star weapons. What do I do with them? Majority of them I will turn into X cubes. So in order to turn a 10-star or 11-star into an X cube, you can go all the way to the NPC, but we're lazy. So we're going to press escape. We're going to go to the push cart over here and go to swap shop. At swap shop, the first option is going to be an X cube, which will allow you to turn 10 to 11-star weapons into one X cube. You can see over here that I have a Dio, which is a 10-star weapon, which I can just click here. And then if I click exchange, it will automatically become an X cube. However, I will not be doing that with this specific weapon because of its affixes. So you can see this little picture over here. It's got ×6, which means it has 6 affixes. And you can see all the affixes right here. It's got Might 3, Mutation 1, Stamina 4, Toughness 1, Ultimate Buster, and Lucky Charm. And because it's got 6 affixes, I will always check the price if a weapon has 5 affixes or more. And the reason why I want to check the affixes is to see if it is worth a lot of money on the player market or not. And in order to do that, I'm going to open up my inventory. I'm going to sort my items by rarity. And you're going to see right here is the Dio weapon that we're looking at. Going to click on it and we're going to check augment market prices. So over here, it's going to automatically highlight the ones that most people look at. However, I'm a little bit more picky. So I don't care about Ultimate Buster because I know most people don't care about that affix. But Might 3, a lot of people do care about. So Might 3, Mutation 1, and Stamina 4. Then I will search by all weapons, and right here I can see that, hey, this weapon can be sold for 90,000 Meseta. So that way I have a ballpark figure of, hey, this weapon is actually worth a lot of money. I don't want to throw it away. Of course, you can also search weapons with the same name, and you're probably going to get the same result. However, most of the time, if the weapon rarity is 11 stars or lower, I will just search by all weapons because most people are really just looking for the affixes on the weapon and not looking for the weapon itself. So now I know that, hey, this Dio weapon's worth 90,000 Meseta, so I will lock it so that I don't accidentally salvage it, turn it into an X cube, or throw it away. And last but not least are the 7 stars to 9 star weapons. These weapons will glow red when you look around the open field, and by default you'll also get the dancing crystal that'll tell you that there's a rare drop, which means that that item is 7 stars or above. And so with these weapons, I will just salvage all of them. Again, I may look at the affixes. If it's 5 or above, I might check them and see if it's worth any money. However, 90% of the time it's going to be garbage. So what I'll be doing with these is I'll be going to my personal quarters and dismantling all of these items for crafting materials. So anything between 7 to 9 stars, I make into crafting materials. 10 to 11 stars, I make into X cubes. And 12 stars I feed into each other to make a plus 30 12-star weapon, and 13 stars I save. So that's the TLDR on what I do with all my loot. Of course, if it is a 6-star or below rarity weapon, I just sell to the vendor or I just discard them. So let's go through all my trash loot over here. So my first step usually is I like to put everything into my storage, because just putting it into my storage makes my life a little bit more easier, and I like to do everything from the storage. So I just put everything into the character storage, I put my grinders into my material storage, and voila. Now my inventory is nice and clean, 17 items. Next thing I like to do is I talk to this guy, I go to sell items from storehouse, and then all storage, sort by rarity. And I scroll all the way down, and you can see here that I've got some 2-star weapons. And what I do is I scroll all the way up until I get to the 7-star rarity here. I can tell it's 7 stars because the star is red. So down here, from here and below, I will just sell all these items because they are 6 stars or below. Immediately I vend them, get them out of the way. Okay, so you're gonna see here that these are all red rarity weapons because I just look at the stars, they're red. So I'll be salvaging all of them for crafting materials. So we can see here that I've got 2 Dio weapons, which are 11-star weapons. Well, technically we have 3, but I locked this one on purpose because this one was worth a lot of money. So we're gonna take out the 2 Dio weapons and we're gonna salvage them into X cubes. So again, gonna go to swap shop, turn them into X cubes, bang, bang, exchange, and voila, now they have been turned into X cubes. And that is what I'm going to be doing with the majority of my 10 to 11 star weapons, mainly because I need a lot of X cubes, especially if I'm affixing a weapon, especially when I'm trying to get something from the fun shop, because you can exchange your X cubes into fun points. You can also use them for augmentation boosting. So last but not least, we will be going to our personal quarters to get rid of the rest of the items that we have. So here we are at my abomination of an apartment. We're going to take out all the items that we saved up over here by going to all storage, loot everything here, receive all. I think there were a couple locked items that I need to put back. So yeah, we've got this. Okay, let's put that in our account-wide storage. Oh, this one too. All right, with that out of the way, we're going to salvage the rest. So we go to crafting menu over here. We go to DIY crafting, item dismantling, and highlight everything one at a time. Unfortunately, this one you have to click every single time. Dismantle, yes. And then boom, 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 boom. Okay, so we got all these crafting materials, and let's salvage the rest over here. And boom, 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 boom. We're done. All right, so that's what I do with all the other trash items. Then it'll be right here in my material storage, and I just send it there, and voila. Okay, now of course, if you don't have this panel, you will just simply talk to this panel right here. Then you just need to click on crafting, DIY crafting, item dismantling. So you can still do it even though you may not have this. In order to get this, you just need to go to the fun shop and you can buy it with fun points, which, as I said before, you can use your X cubes to get a ton of fun points in order to get everything in this room. I think everything in this room was obtained by fun points or one way or another, some free-to-play methods either way. But yeah, that's really all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully it was helpful. If it was, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye. What can I say except you're welcome?